Good morning, my dear students. Today we will discuss about the last topic of your regarding your Unit 5. In that Unit 5, we are already discussed some important topics. So now we are discussing the very important topic regarding your LAQ, so compound gear train with sun and planet. Okay. On this regarding the topic, we will discuss about the around 5 to 6 problem. Inshallah, in that 5 to 6 problem, the one of the problem will be there in your exam. Okay. And it will be comes on 13, 14, 15 question. It may become on that 14 question, number of the 14 question or 15. Okay. And it will give you the 15 marks. So you have to practice well. Otherwise, you will not be achieved to take a good marks. Okay. So shall we start now? So here we are starting some base regarding the compound epicyclic gear train sun and planet. Okay. So it means you know very well the galaxy, how the sun, planets are surrounding the sun, and how they are making our own axis, and as well as and how much the distance between them sun and planets is there. So how they are moving around the sun. So that is the thing we are already discussed in that social studies in that our previous in the lower level classes. No, here what we are discussing about how we will be take this assumption and how we will be generate the gear and produce the gears with the help due to our requirement. So the gear at the center is called sun gear, whose the axis move are called planet gear. What is sun gear? Those the gears are is on the shaft, that is called sun gear, and those the gears are moving around the shaft, that is called as planet gear. So first we have to discuss here the basic problems regarding your compound epicyclic gear train sun and planets. So here the first question is done for you to understand about the easiest concept here. It is an epicyclic gear train. The internal gear wheel A and B and compound wheel C and D rotate independently about the axis 0. What is saying here? Here the saying the question, it is an epicyclic gear train. Epicyclic gear train, it means you know very well the both the two other shafts are there. On the two shafts the gears are there and the gears are meshing to each other. And one more thing is there, epicyclic means the bigger gear, inside of the bigger gear the smaller gears are there and the gears are surrounding that internally. That is your epicyclic gear train. And internally gears are there, that gears called as wheel here, wheel A and B, and the compound gears wheel are here called as C and D, rotate independently on their own axis. After that the question is saying to you the wheel E and F rotate on pins fixed to the arms. Wheel E and F, it means the gear E and F are rotating with the help of arm. In that between these two gears, arm is connected. With the help of arm, both these two gears are rotating. Okay. Next, what is saying here? The next is with gear A and C and F gears with B and D, all the wheels having a same modules. It means the question is saying here all the gears having a same module. You know very well what is module, and the number of teeth are given here to know about how much the teeth are there on the single gear, like TC, TD, ET, ETF. It means the number of teeth on the gear C is 28 and the number of teeth on gear D is 26. Like that here the question is also giving the same number of teeth are there on that E and F. After that the question is asking to you to find, first we have to draw the sketch. Sometimes it may be given the diagram or sometimes it may not be given the diagram. You have to draw the figure also. That it will give you 5 marks or 4 marks. Okay. Sketch the arrangement. First you have to arrangement the sketch On the basis of teeth you have to arrangement. Find the number of teeth on gear A and gear B. Because of the gear A and gear B, teeth are not given. Next, if the arm G is make 100 RPM, if the arm G, arm is nothing but it is length of the connecting rod between the two gear. That is, if the arm is that arm is making the 100 RPM of the speed while it is rotating, then at the time what are the speed of the gear B is there, we have to calculate this. Okay. The next fourth point is asking to you to find out if the arm is making 100 RPM and wheel A is making 10 RPM, at this point what is the speed of the gear B? These 2 points are asking in that question, so we have to find out the value of each and every. So first we have to write the given data. Okay, in that given data we are having the number of the teeth on C gear, number of the teeth on D gear, number of the teeth on E gear. You can see here. Okay, next we are drawing here the sketch of the diagram. So how we are drawing, you have to see. Okay, in that question the arm is connected E and F, you know very well. Okay, so here we are connecting the arm between the E and F. Next, after that, on that arm, on the same axis, D and C gear is there. The question is saying, due to the number of the teeth, depend upon the number of the teeth, we have to draw the gear figure. So here you can see number of the teeth on the gear C is maximum compared to the number of the gear D. That's why the figure of the gear C is bigger than compared to the figure of the gear D. Then after that we are drawing the same figure on the gear E and F due to the same teeth number of the there. Okay, after that we don't know the value of the gear B and gear A. So that's why we are drawing both on the center of the same axis. Okay, just we are supposing this is B and the A. Due to, you know very well, while the gear A is, that question is given, in that internally the all gears are there. In that A gear, internally the all gear, A and B internally all gears are there. So it given in that question, you can see that. Okay. So that's why we are drawing internally. Okay. Next, the first question is asking to you to find out the how many number of teeth are there on A and B. So we have to suppose here the number of the teeth on A is TA and the number of the teeth on B is TB. Okay. If you want to know to find out the number of the teeth on A and B, first of all you have to find first what are the pitch diameter is there, pitch circular diameter of the wheel. So first we have to find out the DA, DB, DC and DE, DF. It means these are the pitch circular diameter of the each and every wheel. Okay, and the question is also given the modules are same. If the modules of the all gears are same, it means the pitch diameter of the circle is equal to the DA is the bigger gear is equal to DC plus 2DE. And if you want to find the DB of the pitch circular diameter of the gear B is equal to DD plus 2DF. These are the two formulas about the condition. Due to the condition is given in terms of gear A having internally small gears. Okay. The next is, since the number of the gears, number of the teeth are proportional to their pitch circular diameter. Due to, whenever you are seeing if the modules of the all gears are same, it means the number of the teeth are always proportional to the pitch circular diameter. Whenever you are seeing in that question, the all modules of the gears are same. It means the number of the teeth are proportional to the pitch circular diameter. Okay, so you can change the dA in terms of TA, and TC is equal to TC plus 2, DE is TE. Then substitute the value here, then you will be getting the number of the teeth on gear A. Okay, next, number of the teeth on gear B. Like that you will be get similarly here number of the gear A, B, how many teeth are there. Then next, the third bit is asking to you to find out the speed of the gear B while the arm is rotating 100 rpm and the gear A is fixed position. Okay, third is asking to you, the gear A is fixed and the arm G is rotated 100 rpm as in clockwise direction. You know, while the clockwise is there, you have to take the positive sign, and the anti-clockwise you have to take the minus sign. Okay, with the help of table of the motion you can find the speed of the gear B. Due to in the epicyclic gear trend, by the helping of the tabular form we can find easily how much the speed is there at a particular gear. If the question is asking to you to find in that algebraic method, you know very well, in the previous class we are already discussed how to find with the help of algebraic method. But in that last 2-3 years, the question is not asking to find with the help of algebraic method. That's why, and the question is always saying to find out the tabular form. That's why it's a very important. If the question is asking to you, then only you have to find. Otherwise, you have to take the tabular form. Okay. So first condition is here, the arm fixed wheel A is rotated through +1 direction. Why we are taking here the +1 direction? Because of the arm is rotating on clockwise direction. If the arm is rotating anti-clockwise direction, that's why we are taking here the +1. Okay, remember anti-clockwise direction for the +1 sign, and clockwise direction is -1. Don't be confused in them. Okay. Then wheel A is +1. Then after that arm fixed, wheel A rotate. Okay, wheel A rotate x direction. So that's why we are taking +x in that anti-clockwise. After that, you know very well, you have to add the variable in that equation, that is +y, and after that you have to find the total motion. Here the total motion. Okay, while the arm A is fixed, the initial arm is G is 0 and wheel A is +1, and here the arm G is 0 initially and the wheel A is +x, due to we are taking here x rotation. Okay, we are taking here +1 rotation. Wheel E, with here what we are doing in that wheel E plus TA by TB. It means wheel E, you can see here, wheel E. Wheel E is rotating with the help of gear A and between gear B. That's why we are taking the ratio of the TA by TB. Due to wheel E is rotating with the help of gear A. That's why we are taking here the ratio of the TA by TB. Due to the question is given in that anti-clockwise rotation, that's why here the sign is come plus. Okay. The next is compound wheel. Compound wheel is nothing but, here the compound wheel is C and D. You can see here in that figure, C and D is on same shaft. Okay, C and D is on the same points. So that's the two gears are compound gear. Okay. This is the one side of the figure. So you have to imagine this is on the same shaft. Okay. Here compound C and D are coinciding with the gear C and A. You can see here C is connected to F and C is connected to F. C is connected to E and D is connected to F. The gear D is connected to F and the gear C is connected to E. If you want to take the gear E or gear F is equal to, you can take here, because of the gear A, gear E and gear F having the same teeth. Okay, that's why we are taking here same. Plus TA is equal to TC due to the bigger gear is there every time. In that bigger gear, all gears or mechanisms are there. That's why TA by TC into TD by TF. Here for wheel F. And compound gear, we have to take TA by TE into TE into TE by TC. Because of TE here, with the TE and TE, why the TE is same? Due to TE and TF are same number of teeth. Just here the cancel and then you will be get TA by TC. While the wheel F is plus, due to wheel F is rotating anti-clockwise direction, that's why the sign is come here plus. Okay. Next, wheel B. Wheel B having three different ratios: TA by TC, TD by DF. You can see here wheel B. Okay, TA by TF. Okay, next TD by TF. Due to the F gear is connected to gear B and gear D. That's why the bigger gear TA by TF, again TD by TF, again the last is, you can see here the last is TF by TB. Why it comes TF by TB? Due to the bigger gear is TF or TB and the smaller gear is TF. Okay, you can take TF by TB. Due to the gear F is inside of the gear B, that's why the TF by TB we are taking. Okay. Next, since the arm G is make 100 RPM, in that third bit the question is given the arm G is make 100 RPM in clockwise direction. That's why Y is equal to O minus 100. You know very well. If the anti-clockwise means you have to take the plus 1. And also the question is saying in that third bit, gear A is fixed, means x plus y is equal to 0. Okay, then you have to substitute the value of y here, then you will get here the x value. Okay, after that you have to find out the speed of the wheel. The speed of the wheel B is equal to the fourth row of the column. Here speed of the wheel B. Wheel B is the last one is y is equal to y plus x into TA by TC is equal to DD by TF. Just substitute the value here and in that calci you will be get here the speed of the wheel B. If you are getting minus answer, no need to worry about it because of the question is saying the clockwise. So you have to take the clockwise. It means that this minus and clockwise minus, it become a minus into minus plus. That's why I am not written here. Okay, minus sign. The next is speed of the wheel B when the arm G is 100 rpm, and also is saying the gear A is moving 10 rpm. So here you select that you have to same y is equal to minus 100 you have to take. After that x plus y is equal to 10 you have to take, because of here the gear A is not in a fixed point. The question is saying the gear A is moving on the 10 rpm. Okay. Then after that you have to calculate the value of x, and then the substitute these x and y value with the help of teeth, number of the teeth on the speed of the wheel gear B formula. Then you will be get the value of speed of the wheel B. Okay, this is your counterclockwise. Counterclockwise is nothing but after the completion of anti-clockwise, the clockwise, then again the counterclockwise. It means anti-clockwise only. Okay. The next problem is, here you can see the next problem. In that next problem, epicyclic gear train, sun and planet will be there. The type of gear train is given here. Okay. So here you can see in this problem epicyclic gear train, the sun and planet is mentioned in that question. Okay, and also the question having the figure also, and the question is saying the pitch circular diameter of the internally toothed ring is 224 mm. Means the pitch circular diameter is given in the ratio. Okay, and the module is given also 4 mm. When the ring D is stationary, the question is saying the ring is there here. The 3 rings are there. The rings is in stationary point and the spider is there. What is spider? You can see here in that problem. The spider is, this is your spider. It is a type of opposite wife in the capital letter. You can see. Okay. This is your spider. This figure. This is your spider. Okay, and these 3 are the rings. Okay, this figure will be given in that question only. Okay, the next is that here what the question is saying, which carries 3 planets, that is called C, and equal number of size is there. One revolution will be taken, and same sense as the sun will be, and this is the sun will be, that is the sun, and these are the 3 planets. Whenever you are seeing the small circle, that is called as planet, and big circles are called a wheel. Okay. The next is for every 5 revolution driving the spindle carrying the sun will be, determine the suitable number of teeth for all. The question is not giving the number of the teeth on all gears. Okay, so we have to find out the number of the teeth. Okay, first for every 5 revolution of the driving spindle carrying the sun will be is equal to NA is equal to NB by 5. Number speed of the gear A is equal to speed of the gear B is equal by 5. Okay, A is the nothing but your spider, and B is the your sun wheel. Okay, divided by 5. Why we are taking 5? Because of the question is given 5 revolution. Okay, the question is also given the figure. So we have to suppose here, due to the spider there is no number of the teeth will be there. That's why TC, TB, TD. We have to calculate the number of the teeth on TB, TC, TD. Be the number of the teeth on the sun will be, planet will C, and the internally toothed ring D. We have to suppose this TB, TC, TD. Okay. So how we will be know this value? With the help of tabular form, we can easily get that value. Okay. In that revolution of elements, how many elements are there? Condition of motion, step 1, step numbers you have to write. First this your first subheading. Okay, then in that revolution of elements, spider is there, sun wheel B is there, and planet C is there, internal gear D is there. Planet C is we have to take one only because of the 3 is there. We have to take only one. Okay. So first in that first condition, spider A is fixed. That's why here the 0 and wheel B is rotated. That's why which wheel B is rotated in anti-clockwise direction. Where the question is given the anti-clockwise direction, spider is fixed. Spider is fixed. The question is saying the spider is fixed and the one revolution will be taken, and the question is also given the figure also. So spider is fixed and wheel B is rotating. So wheel B is rotating means the wheel B is rotating this direction. That is called your anti-clockwise direction. So that's why we are taking here the plus sign, +1, and after that the wheel B is rotating x direction. That's why we are taking x plus x. Okay. In that planet C, if the wheel B is rotating anti-clockwise direction, the planet C is rotated opposite direction, that is -t by tc. If the wheel B is rotating, you can see here, okay, wheel B is rotating on this direction. You can see my cursor how I am rotating. This is rotation. It means the planet C will be rotated opposite direction. So that is your clockwise. That's why we are taking here the minus sign. Okay, in both of them. Next, internal gate D. Internal gate D we have to calculate -t by c. Then after that whether the D is intersecting to E to C or not. So D, the bigger gear is ratio in terms of TC. So here -TB by TC into TC by TD. Just cancel this TC because of the question is saying here internal gate D. In that gate D, how many gates are there? So and the ratios are there, -T by TC and TC by TD. Okay, then cancel it. Then you will get -T by TD. Then after that here the x is added, then y is added. Okay, then you will get the internal gate D last formula and planet will be. Okay, like that. After that the question is saying the wheel B makes 5 revolution and spider make 1 revolution. While wheel B is moving 5 revolution, the spider will move 1 revolution. Due to the wheel B rotate the 5 revolution and then spider will move 1 revolution. If the wheel B is rotate 10 revolution means the spider will move 2 revolution. Okay, you have to remember. This is also given in that question. You can see here. Okay, I said you here. Okay, planet wheel C of equal size, it's make 1 revolution in same sense. 1 revolution is said. Spider will move 1 revolution and sun will move 5 revolution. Okay, it is given in that question only. Okay, next and therefore the fourth row of the table is y is equal to +1. Due to why we are taking, because of spider is moving 1 revolution. That's why y is equal to +1 we are taking. Okay, then you know very well x plus y is equal to how much we have to take. X plus y is equal to how much we have to take. 5. Why we are taking 5? Because of the wheel B is rotating 5. Okay, then here substitute the value of y and then you will get here the x value. Okay, after that since the internally tooth ring D is stationary, therefore from the fourth row of the table, due to the D is on stationary condition, that is also given in that question also in. Okay, okay, here where it is given, again I am telling to you, you can see. Where when the ring D is stationary, it means what? Stationary means what? That is in fixed point. It is not moving. Okay. So When it is in stationary condition, then the fourth column, the internal gear will be d is y minus x into tv by td. Okay, you have to take here this formula is equal to 0 because of the gear d is in fixed point. Stationary means just substitute the value of x and y. Here you are getting the value of x and y, then you will get the ratio in terms of ratio tb by td. Okay, then take in terms of td, make it equation 1, and you know very well the formula of number of the teeth is equal to always number of the pitch circular diameter by number of the teeth is equal to pitch circular diameter by the module. You having the pitch circular diameter value and divided by module, then you will be get the number of the teeth on gear D. Then substitute the number of the gear D teeth in this equation A, then you will get the number of the teeth on gear B. Okay. Then next, suppose the pitch circular diameter dB, DC, DD of the sun wheel and planet wheel. Okay. Then assume the pitch of all gears are same. Here you have to assume because of the question is not saying, but by the fundamental of this epicyclic gear train sun and planet you have to assume. In that last question we are already done. dB plus 2dc is equal to dd. Okay. Then if the pitch circular diameter in terms of proportionality, the teeth also in same proportionality. So you have to change the diameter circular pitch in terms of number of the teeth. Okay. Then in this figure you will be get that the value 14 plus 2 tc is equal to 56. 56 just now we are getting that value 56 from the number of the teeth on gear D. Then after that your calculation you will be get here number of the teeth on tc. So like this the same problem is there. This is also same problem. You can easily find. Okay. Same, and this one is also you can easily find. Number of same types of problems I have done for you to understand. Okay, if it is different I will tell you. Okay. And this is the last topic of your epicyclic gear train sun and planet. Torque in epicyclic gear train. Sometime it may be asking to you to find the torque. Okay. So in this question the same thing will be there. The difference is only here. Which difference is there? Torque exerted on the machine shaft. This is the formula for the torque exerted on the machine shaft. Torque developed by motor into angular speed of motor. Just now I explained you two problems on the basis of epicyclic gear train sun and planet. So remaining three problems are there in that PDF and in this video also. That problems are same. So total 5 problems are completed in that epicyclic gear train and sun and planets. And after that this is the one another topic for torque. In that torque what we are doing, half of the part of the sun is samed on as like epicyclic gear train sun and planet. After that the last point, last topic is this. In that torque and torque of the exerted on machine shaft, that is having a formula. Sometime it may be asked to you to find the torque in that bid. So that's why we are done here to know you easily. That's why I am done. Torque development by motor into angular speed of motor is equal to torque exerted on machine shaft into angular speed of machine shaft. Sometime it may be asked to you to find the torque development by motor, or sometime it may be asked to you to find the torque exerted on machine shafts. Okay. Just substitute the value of all, then you will be get the torque exerted machine shaft. Here in this question the torque exerted machine shaft is asking. It may be in that question, in that your exam, torque development by motor will be asked to you. Okay. Next is, this is very important question, sun and planet. In that two gates are there, external two gates are there. Internally the three planets are there, are revolving with the sun. That sun is C, and the P, these three P's are planets are there, and these two are external gates are there. Okay. This is also same problem. Okay. Here the also torque is asking to you to find the torque. Same torque formula will be there. If the question is asking to you to find the torque on S, here the S is given gear and into angular speed, and torque on C. If it is asking to you to find on torque C, then you have to make to arrange in torque C formula. Okay. All the best for this your exam of kinematic of machinery. I am done 4th unit and 5th unit of in deeply as well as important concepts also. Make sure to like and subscribe my channel also, and download my PDF. And if you are getting any doubts in that PDF and problems, you can feel free to ask me while you are coming to the college, or you can ask me in that comment section also, and you can ask me in that WhatsApp also. Okay. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a nice day. All the best for all of you. Okay.